All right, welcome back, everybody, to episode 6 of Design, Drink, and Dish. I'm John Ryan with Interiors by John Ryan, and my co-host,
Wendy Davis with Wendy Lynn Interiors.
So, Wendy, episode 6.
Yes.
How was your Halloween?
My Halloween was awesome. Mackenzie had a couple really cute outfits.
Aww.
The little demon hunters, K-pop demon hunters. I don't know.
K-pop?
Yeah, that's you have no kids, nor do you ever want kids, but that's the new thing with kids right now is K-pop demon hunters.
Oh. Well, speaking of kids, my besides Mackenzie, because I love Mackenzie, we have a bond that's unbreakable.
Yes, she loves
but
you.
Other than that, I really don't love kids,
Right.
which but I just found out, and I totally forgot to tell you.
Oh my God, what? You're going to be an
I'm
uncle?
not having a kid, but I am going to be an uncle.
Yay, your brother.
My brother.
Yay. Congrats to him. Your mom must be so excited.
I know. She was borderline crying when my brother FaceTimed me yesterday.
Oh my God, really?
But he was FaceTiming me with the dog, and the dog, I'm who I love, I haven't seen in ages. And I'm oh, Callie, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm just talking to the dog, not knowing that it had a little bandana.
Oh,
and I'm why do you keep messing with the bandana?
Pink? No, they don't know yet. Yeah.
It was black.
Uh-huh.
And so they were fixing it, and it was my humans are having a baby. And I was oh, that's cute.
What a cute way to announce it.
Yeah, but me not being so stupid, I'm just hi, Cal, come here, Callie.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's went over your head. But yay, exciting for you.
Exciting for me. So watch out,
posted.
Connor, because all the shit that you did to me when you were younger, I'm going to spoil that kid rotten, and that's going to be my revenge.
I'm
going to leave you with all the toys.
You're going to be the best Funkle.
Funkle.
Yeah.
Or Gunkle, right? Is that a thing?
No.
A gay uncle?
Oh, yeah, true. I guess, yeah. Or a fun uncle. Funkle.
Fun uncle.
Yeah. You're the Funkle Gunkle.
Funkle Gunkle.
Yeah.
Fugunkle.
Fugunkle. Oh, my God.
Oh,
all right. Well, yes, Jonathan.
So we have a drink today.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because I have a client, a past client. So I finished doing their stuff, and turns out that they are an investor in a whiskey brand or whiskey company. The company's called Misunderstood.
Love the
so
name.
They were so nice to send me a couple bottles of their stuff. So
they know you love do you make old fashions out of that?
Or
not yet?
Do
this
not
is the first
yet.
time.
So this is but I will because it sounds delicious. This is their Misunderstood, the ginger spiced whiskey.
Yum.
And it was made so they started the company back in Montclair, New Jersey, which is 40 minutes from where I grew up, in New York. Two best friends. They do a lot of gluten-free stuff. They have stuff that's dairy-free, some oat milk liqueurs,
Cool.
bourbon and coconut,
nice.
and
but it's all dairy-free.
All dairy-free.
Wow.
So I haven't tried it yet, but for all you
vegan or
people, yeah. Then this is your go-to. So I looked on their website, and they had a really good drink. So I figured I'd try and make it.
Oh, this was part of their.
This was on their website.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, their drink. So what it is the 2 ounces of the ginger spice Misunderstood whiskey. Sorry, I think I'm not talking into this mic. And then I have 1.5 ounces of a Pear liqueur, which I think I fucked up because I got a Pear brandy. So as Wendy said, it's alcohol on alcohol on alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and then you garnish it with rosemary.
We forgot our rosemary.
Oh, I put it in the shaker.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, so
all right.
the oils escaped.
Ooh, yeah.
And then lemon
Love
juice,
it.
a 1/2
Yum.
ounce of lemon juice.
Okay.
And they call this the Pear pressure.
Oh, that's such a cute name. And I
Yeah.
Misunderstood too. As
It's
the
a
name.
great name. So
Okay, well, cheers. Let's
Cheers.
try this
give
Pear
it a go.
pressure cocktail.
As I spill it everywhere.
Yum.
It is good.
It is good.
And they have I don't know if do you ever go out to dinner in Fort Lauderdale? There's Tocado, the Japanese
I've
steakhouse
heard
down
of it.
there on
Yeah.
the beach. It's in the Conrad. They have a drink. I forget what it's called. Using the Misunderstood whiskey, I get it all the time.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
they're
that one's
actually
really good.
in restaurants.
They're in
these people.
restaurants. Yeah.
Which
I don't know
the
how
whiskey
many.
market is huge. Just
Yeah.
like the tequila market. There's tons of tequilas, tons
Exactly.
of whiskey. So kudos to them for
Kudos
getting
to them. And then you can get it in Publix Liquors and ABC and Crown and all the stuff.
there.
So
Love it. Good for them.
it's really, really good. And thank you for sending it to us. And yeah, we're going to enjoy this while we discuss all the good topics we've got going on.
While we design and dish.
Exactly.
All right, cool. It does taste very good and very October-ish. So
Sticking with the fall theme.
Yep, love it. Okay, cool. All right, so should we start
We
our
should
first?
dive right into these topics.
Let's dive. Okay. All right, topic 1. Oh my gosh, dive and dye. Talk about what a dye lot is and what selections or materials have them and how to confirm when ordering. So what is a dye lot?
Okay, so I can explain a dye lot, but I want to read you actually the definition of one because I don't want to like mess it up. And I want the people to really understand because it's a very important thing.
It's
what a dye lot is. And it could
important.
be a very, very, very expensive mistake.
It could be a big problem.
Yeah, if you don't know what a dye lot is or what to look for.
Ahead of time.
So ChatGPT
we love ChatGPT.
refers to a dye lot as a batch of fabric, paint, wallpaper, or yarn. And I'm going to go a step further and add like flooring, wood floor, natural stone.
Natural stone even.
Even like tile too, like porcelains, all of that stuff. Colored at the same time. Draperies, fabrics, yep. So they're all colored at the same time. Even if it's technically the same color name, the shade can vary slightly from one batch to another because of differences in temperature, dye concentration, or materials used during production. So let's say I buy a wood floor for a home, and then 2 years down the road, I have it got damaged somehow, and then I need to replace it, and I don't have any more boxes readily available. So then I go to the same place that I bought the wood floor, and I just am like, here's what I bought. Do you have any more? They'll say yes, you buy it, and then it doesn't look the same. It's
off.
It's off. Exactly. And then you're stuck and you're like, well, fuck. So it's very important.
That's very true. Yeah. If they have water damage or if they're doing like an addition or expansion in their home and they need more.
Exactly.
And it wasn't something that they thought originally when they purchased the amount of square footage.
Exactly. So I think too, when you're buying like flooring or tile or anything like that, you're always going to have overage because you get more for like waste and stuff, but keep a little extra because you never know when life happens, when something's going to just go wrong. But always make sure every fabric, every porcelain, every natural stone has a lot number or a color number, whatever it is. You have to confirm that before you purchase to make sure they're the same. So I'll give you an example. I did some wallpaper, one of my first jobs.
I was just thinking of wallpaper.
Yeah. And, even if it's a vinyl, right? So I bought some wallpaper. I installed it one of my first jobs like 6 years ago. A few years later, she calls me back and says, hey, my kid took like a knife and, there's a big gash in it. And I replaced it, but it doesn't look the same. And I'm like, girl, why didn't you call me first? Like,
I would have
told you because the dye lots are different. That batch of wallpaper was dyed in a different, batch.
Yeah, so it could have been the time of the year, the humidity level in the warehouse, the, delivery, shipping. Right, exactly. A lot of variations.
A ton of variation. And it's it's just not good.
Yeah, if she wanted to just replace one strip of the wallpaper, at that point now she's going to have to replace the whole entire area.
Whole thing. Yeah.
I know. It is unfortunate. And a lot of the times with draperies too, if they're not in the same dye lot or even shades sometimes,
because of the different materials on the shades.
Yeah, it could be a big expensive problem.
Yeah,
but we see that often.
Way too often.
Unfortunately,
and a lot of the time, because we had I had some natural stone that was purchased for a job, for an island that sat because it was so beautiful. We wanted to hold it, but then when it was getting fabricated a year later, one of the fabricators had dropped the slab, so we need to see if they had any more. Turns out they did.
Because this was a natural stone.
This was a natural stone.
Which totally makes sense. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, because it's cut from like the same block.
Right,
and
but
the same
sliced. So, yep. I knew the veining would change, but.
Yeah. We got really lucky though, and turns like a year later, they still had the same dye lot for the natural stone.
That's a blessing in disguise.
A huge blessing because it was beautiful and very expensive for that. I forget what it was, but I mean, it was like $7,000 a slab. I'm
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
a marble or onyx or something.
Yeah.
Wow, you got really lucky there. Otherwise, we have to pivot with our design.
Exactly.
So like if the wood flooring isn't an exact match, it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do here? Maybe switch it up in doing like a herringbone pattern because then a color won't be as noticeable. Like I guess depending on what the situation is, I'm just throwing things out there. I remember redoing a kitchen and the island changed shape. So there was no more material to do the new island.
Yes.
And we had to pivot. And I think I ended up doing like a mosaic or something. It was a long time ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. So I don't remember quite the details, but I do remember you just have to pivot. You can't create it. You know, you can't just like snap your fingers. If it's not being made anymore, then it's not being made.
Yeah. I had another client too, who I did this project. We had extra of like the tile flooring, like the big 48 by 48 porcelain tiles that she ended up giving to a friend of hers, which funny enough, like I was doing the friend's house. Okay. This was a few years later. And she's like, oh, this person gave me all of their extra tile. I'll just order some more and finish, what I need. And I'm like, no, it's not working.
Yeah. Give that tile back to her in case she needs it. And let's start from scratch.
Unless you want it to be like a checkerboard.
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
So very important things to like look out for with die lots. And most things you buy have them. So confirm.
Yeah, confirm. Yeah. And just, when we say, hey, instead of 10% waste, why don't we just order
it's
20%
not bad to have extra of anything.
Never.
Especially if you have a place to store it. Just keep it.
Just do it.
Life happens.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good one on description on die lot. Okay. Topic 2. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about porcelain. So you were just saying porcelain flooring, 48 by 48, which are massive and beautiful. Should you or your builder be afraid of it? What are the pros and cons?
So I've been working with a lot of builders now that hate porcelain. Every time I request porcelain for like, not necessarily for floors, because that's like expected, but for countertops specifically or built-ins, they lose their shit.
And it's the builder or the fabricator?
It's the builder.
Okay, let's hear why.
For me, it's the builder. Okay. And, they always...
They want to steer you away from it.
They want to steer you away.
And you're like, this is what I want.
Yeah. Okay. And then they go to the client and then they try and like put their 2 cents in. And I get it. Like you want them to have all of the like the pros and cons of using said material. But they never give them the pros of it. Right. Inform them what could happen and let the client make their own decision about it.
What's their biggest gripe about it?
That it chips.
Okay.
And it's so fragile. And then when you do a mitered edge, the fabricator has it because it requires a higher level of skill to fabricate porcelain
over a stone.
So like a mitered edge, like we talked about, obviously you cut the ends on a 45-degree angle. So it's a nice like straight edge. And they tell you that the ends can get brittle and chip and whatever. But if it's done right, it really won't.
It won't. You're not taking a sledgehammer to any countertop, let alone porcelain or granite or quartz or whatever.
Yeah. And that's like the only thing that's really going to break it. Like if you take a pot or you drop a pot on it or like you actually take a hammer or something and start hitting it.
Of course it's going to chip.
Then it's going to chip.
Yeah.
Anything will chip. Natural stone will chip.
Yeah.
But there's so many pros to it too.
There's a lot of pros.
It's virtually like the stain resistance it'll never stain. The UV. Heat resistance, yes, it's never gonna fade. The UV, absolutely. You can put like hot pots on it from the stove
and be totally fine.
Totally fine.
Right.
You can, there's a lot more.
There's a lot of benefits to it.
A lot of benefits. And like back to chipping though, because I guess what porcelain is, it's man-made, obviously. It's not natural. So when they make it, they're like putting, I think it's, what is it? It's like clay and some other stuff in it that goes, but then they like put it on like a really high heat so it hardens. And the top layer is an image. It's like a printed image.
Gotcha.
So that
and
image,
then they seal that?
Yeah. So if that image is not like, how it's like veiny sometimes, like they make it look like a marble. That doesn't go all the way through.
Right. It doesn't.
If it chips, you are going to
Oh,
see like
a
the
white or
inside, the
whatever.
white, whatever's inside.
Okay.
So, but like small chips, they can fix.
Yeah, they can
Easy.
fill it. They'll just fill
Exactly.
it.
But
I
don't
think
know.
porcelain's great. I've done outdoor kitchens.
It's perfect for outdoor.
It's perfect for outdoor kitchens. Exactly.
Yes.
Because like what we're saying, the UV, the heat, it's always going to look perfect. It's, I've done a built-in fireplace with it.
Okay.
A 3-sided, beautiful, minimal, modern, floor to ceiling. Which that turned out
gorgeous.
beautiful. Yeah. And it's not as heavy as natural stone. So
Yes.
it was like not easier, but like, in essence, like
It kind of was. I mean,
the labor wasn't as high as like if you're going to be book matching this heavy stone
Giant
and like
3/4 inch.
reinforce it. Yeah. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful product. And
it is. And then when someone talks, like a builder or a contractor or whoever talks you into, well, I'm not mitering the corners because it's chipping, whatever. Don't let them pressure you into using a Schluter strip or a profile. I
gross.
hate it.
Yeah,
It is one way to make your home look so freaking tacky.
Half-ass.
And that's a big battle that, you're going to have to put a lot of work into winning.
Luckily, I've had really good fabricators that, are accustomed, they sell it or they use it. Yes, but you're right. If they, you want to be weary. Like, hey, if they're having hesitations on their end, it's for a reason.
Exactly. There may
and if they
not
don't
be the
have
right
that confidence,
fabricator.
correct. Yeah.
For
if they
you.
don't have, right. For anyone.
Oh, God. But porcelain, I don't think anybody should be afraid of. I think it's beautiful. I mean, there are like Decton materials by Cosentino. You have so many more options for like different images or different patterns of people call it marble, like anything.
And guess what? In Europe, they're doing porcelain on walls.
Yes.
In like hotels, you'll see a big like, porcelain, like, because here's like another thing too. Porcelain doesn't have to be high gloss. It can be a matte too, or a textured.
Yes.
So like when people hear like porcelain, they're like, oh, I'm going to slip in my bath shower. Like when you recommend like a beautiful high gloss. And I always say, no, you're not, because you're not going to be like pouring water all over your floor. And it's
exactly.
like, put a bath rug, Right. But it's a beautiful look if that's what you want. But yeah, in Europe, they're doing it and they've been doing it. The Europeans know.
They know. They have great design over there.
They have great design. They have beautiful. We're going.
We
are doing a field trip.
Go back.
We are going and we're doing a field trip and looking at all these vendors.
So
and we're going to
all you
expense
builders out there, don't tell us don't tell the interior designers that we can't have porcelain.
Yeah, we want what we want.
We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and we want what we want.
We want what we want.
Yes, and it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
We're not like reinventing the wheel.
And if you can't do it, and then we hire someone else who can, don't be pissed.
Yeah. We're getting our way.
I always say, like, too, like, if someone asks me, can you do this? I always say yes, and then I just figure it out later. Like, I'm not going to tell you no, and I'm going to do it. And if I fuck it up, okay, I make it right. But no one's ever going to hear me saying no unless it's like to Endless Revisions, like last episode.
Exactly, right. Oh, that's a hard no.
I know. I'm going to drink with you on that.
I know.
We need that. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
So porcelain, yay for us. Yay, total yay.
We are yay for porcelain. 1,000%. Okay, topic 3.
Numero tres.
Yeah, okay. What to look for when selecting wood floors for your home?
Okay.
What do you look for?
Besides the dye lot?
That's true.
That is true.
Now that's a contention.
Yes, that is
true.
true.
Size matters for me.
And me.
Yeah.
Don't leave me out of the
true.
equation.
I know. You're right.
Jeez.
Right. Size matters for all.
For all. So a few things to look for when ordering wood floor. Obviously, know whether you want like a hardwood or engineered hardwood. We don't do a lot of hardwood down here in Florida because of the high humidity.
And,
but what to look for? I would say width. Obviously, you got to know what width you want. Those range from
I'm still thinking dirty.
I know. You really, you were doing such a good job restraining yourself.
I was keeping it clean, and I was like, oh, I can't.
Well,
and I'm like,
because the next one I was going to say was the length of the planks.
Right, and I'm going to go dirty there too. My mind, the width and length. All right. This drink, this is a horny drink. I think that's it. My husband's going to love
the
me going home.
creators of the misunderstood out there.
Yeah, thank you.
What did you forget to add to your label?
I know. Yeah, love it. Horny.
Maybe that's why I like it so much too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Who are we joking? It's a Wednesday afternoon. I have my daughter to pick out. You have a client after this. We're not getting any action.
Oh my gosh.
But the night is young.
Yes, the night is young.
I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
I might take a to-go cup of that.
You should.
And have a little bit, and then I'll get all spicy. Ginger spicy.
Ginger spice.
Yeah, ginger spice. I'll be what's that band? The all-girl band with ginger spice. Spice Girls.
Spice Girls?
Yeah, I'll be a Spice Girl post Halloween. Put on a red wig. Okay.
Oh my God. How did we get talking about Spice Girls to wood floors?
Length, width, horny.
Right.
I don't know. Okay.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
All right.
Reel it in.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so I think I got all the sexual innuendos out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wendy is in the clear for this one. I think so. When you're doing a engineered hardwood floor too, I think the wear layer as well. Like look at because the thickness is always going to be different. So Jesus Christ.
Thickness matters too. Okay. Sorry, we're getting canceled. Episode 6. It's been fun, y'all.
Episode 6 has been
flagged.
flagged.
Unfortunately,
it's not safe for work.
Unfortunately, we're not proceeding with an episode 7. Okay.
And then, so definitely the wear layer because an engineered flooring starts with usually like a plywood, and then it has a thin veneer of the actual wood.
Is laminate and vinyl the same? It still has a...
So with laminate and vinyl, the wood grain is a printed image, but the wear layer is the amount of clear coat that they put on top.
So that's going to be very thin.
So that's going to be thin. Yeah.
But an engineered wood is a wear layer
of
thinner than wood, than actual wood, but thicker than a laminate or vinyl.
Exactly. Okay. And contrary to what, I'm going to bust this myth.
Okay.
Like,
Mythbuster.
People
right
say you cannot finish engineered wood floors. That is a lie. You can, like when you want to refinish it and change the color, like stain.
Okay.
Yes, especially.
Have you done it?
No, I haven't. Because
don't be a guinea pig on that project. Yeah. No.
Well, no, it has been done, but nobody's reached out to me because, to change it.
Well, it's normally indestructible, an engineered wood.
Exactly. And I don't know why you would change it, but unless, maybe you sell the house and someone doesn't like the color.
So why did one of your flooring reps tell you that it could be done?
Oh yeah. Well, clients want to, and they're picking like, especially like a darker floor or something that doesn't really represent like what South Florida is like, doesn't stick to the style. They're like, oh, resale value. I'm like, oh, just shut up and just,
resale value is the white oak.
It's just exactly just like enjoy your floor, do what you want, and let the other people finish it.
And they might rip it out anyway.
Exactly.
I've redone a home and literally they put it on the market. It was literally like love it or list it. And we did this $150,000 renovation. That's when I did the porcelain fireplace. Yes.
Ooh.
And it was like love it or list it. And I joke with this client who happens to be one of my dear friends. And maybe we should do like an episode of having like our former clients come on.
That'll be fun.
And like say how like fun it was to work with us.
Get them a little drunk and see what they really thought of us.
Yeah. You've met Jessica Tracy?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, she's a ball. She's awesome.
We vibed actually.
She's a vibe. She's a vibe. Yeah. Okay. So. And then literally she's like, so my husband and I were talking about moving off the beach into a Royal Palm Yacht Club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this was literally love it or list it. I'm like, we did this huge renovation. You loved it. And the next owners demoed everything.
That's so sad.
I know.
That's really sad.
Because it looked beautiful, but it wasn't their style. So, hey, when you have money to buy a $5 million house you
can do whatever the heck you want.
So these people are like, conscious of resale value and you're like, no, it can be like stripped and stained and everything.
What do you think, like when people say that to you, what is the amount of time that you think they're thinking of, like that they're going to sell the place when they're thinking about resale value? Like, do you think they're going to stay in that home for like 5 years, for 10 years? Like, I don't know I guess it's a good question to ask them. Like, they might not even know.
Yeah, they might not even know. And when I buy and renovate my house, I'm not thinking of resale value
at all.
I'm not either.
I don't own a home, but if I did, I'm
You're going to do what you like.
Do what I want.
And it's going to look amazing because you're an interior designer.
Yeah, you're going to help.
Right. So what?
You're going to help.
I'm going to help?
Yeah, we're going to tag team this together.
Yay.
When eventually I'll buy a home, a townhome.
I know. It's always nice to have a second input, right? When it comes to our own places.
Yeah.
Even like your office,
because I don't know everything. You don't know everything, you know.
It would be like, you want a soundboard. Like our clients use us to be their soundboard. And like, they want the A-okay. And yes, I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. So and having a bestie. Help us too. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's never a one-sided thing.
No, it's not. But yeah, having a bestie that's also a fellow interior designer has its perks.
That would be like the collab of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, there's more things at my house, so come over and collab. Except for my husband's going to hate it, but that's fine.
So to recap, things you should look for when purchasing wood floors. Length and width. Mm-hmm. You should Thickness. Do the wear layer, whether that's a laminate or the engineered, how thick that is. Right. And then also I want to talk about the different grades of the wood floor. Okay. So there's like mixed things. I think there's 3. So I think there's prime grade. I think there's select and character grade. And then I think there's like rustic. So the prime grade is like the highest grade of wood floor that you can get, which is uniform in color, no knots, no imperfections.
Love it.
It looks great.
Yeah.
And depending, you know, it could look like some plywood, but you know, you gotta.
Okay, that's not so great.
No, only certain ones, not all of them, but all of the stuff that I do is usually like a prime wood because it's cut from like the center of the log. And each piece is like hand selected. So like there is none of those imperfections.
Who
right?
makes those? Like Mohawk flooring or like,
do you
know
so.
Some of these brands?
No.
Okay. Wow. You're very privy on wood.
So like there's,
you know your wood.
There's like, isn't there like LW or DW is like one of them.
Gosh,
Mohawk is one.
I just can't. This brain of mine can
Du Chateau, Storia, European flooring.
Okay,
all of these.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where they're made.
Right.
Most of them I think are in Europe actually.
They probably are.
Yeah. And then selecting character grade is like a step below. It's like your middle, which we do a lot of, but it's got like little bit of knots, little bit of character, some movement, which is beautiful.
Not a lot, right?
Yeah, very subtle. And then you get to the rustic, which doesn't belong in South Florida, sorry.
No, it doesn't.
Which is a lot of imperfections. They use a lot of filler.
No. Yeah, the knots.
A lot of knots.
Yeah, like, no. Ugh. We don't like those.
No, so definitely, know what you're buying there,
Know what you're buying in your market.
Exactly.
I had clients that hired me because they bought a condo down here and they bought it fully furnished and I had renovated it. It was kind of like another love it or list it, except for the gentleman was going through a divorce. So he sold the condo, but it was beautifully done.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. Like, I love that project. The before and afters are like sick. And so the new buyer originally lives up in Connecticut.
Okay.
And she said, hey, she didn't want to fly me up there. And we always talk about, hey, if clients have a second home, we will travel for work.
Exactly.
She didn't want to fly me up there, but we did a lot of things remote. And her before pictures and doing the FaceTime, I'm like, she had this cherry natural wood, very skinny. Like the planks weren't ideal, but I said, I can work with this. And I convinced her. It was actually the husband that I had to like convince more, but I'm like, please strip it and stain
just redo it.
A natural light. It would be almost like a white oak color. Yeah. And they did it. And oh my God. Yes. And then we got all new furniture and the paint colors. And it turned it from like that old like burgundy wall and cherry wood, like northern house, because that's typical. Like the older houses are, into this refreshing light, and like it had the Wendy stamp of approval, and that's big. I wish I could send Daniel up there to take before or after pictures.
That's our photographer.
Yeah, that's our photographer. That's gonna be my
shout out. Daniel. That's a perfect segue right into this.
Yay. Perfect. Yay. Okay. I was struggling on the vendor shout out today. So Daniel with Coastal
Real Estate Media.
Yes, which, okay, fine. He does more real estate, projects than interior design projects, but I got him from Jonathan. He does our interior design shoots, and he is actually like OCD times 1,000. Like he will see things that I don't even pick up, and he sees it in the lens, and then he'll maneuver, and he's wonderful. Super easy to work with, and quick turnaround.
He's great.
So I guess it's a vendor shout out for
both of us.
Yeah.
A team shout out.
Yeah. But like, do homeowners want to hire him? Probably not.
Probably not. I guess if you're,
if you're a realtor
would hire him.
Yeah. Or
interior
a designer. We have some interior design friends that might be
But
listening.
it's funny because I'll go every time I have a photo shoot with Daniel. I go like at least 2 hours early, and I bring accessories, whatever, and I'm just the OCD mess that I am, making sure every like wrinkle is out of the bedding, the drapes are steamed, the pillows are fluffed, and he'll still find something. He will find something.
The other day, he's like, I'm gonna move my car because I see it in the reflection of the mirror,
outside.
And I'm like, what?
I know.
I'm like, okay, I didn't even think about that. Luckily, my clients, they already feel privileged that I'm going to be bringing him over, especially if the job has wrapped up. Like this last client, I wrapped up he's like, oh, when did you finish this completion? And I'm like, and we're like, oh, last February. And he's like, what? Because she has a second home up in New Jersey. So by the time we wrapped, she was like dealing with some family issues. Went back up to New Jersey for 6 months. And then here we are,
Oh, I love
it. But she felt so honored that. And she's like one of those that like always jokes. And she's like, I have my cleaning ladies put everything back to where Wendy placed the decor and accessories,
Right.
But, I was doing my karate chop with the pillows and,
Is chopping going out of style, or is I love a chop.
A karate chop?
A karate chop.
It's never...
So
that's what we're talking about in pillows. And if you do not have like down alternative, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, and shame on you.
But that's how I tell a good pillow from a bad pillow is the amount of chop that it gets.
1,000%. If it's like half, and there's
like
a lot
the ones
of
that comes with your sofa, like if you buy not a custom one, it's like you can't move it. It's like stiff.
Oh God, no, terrible. Swap those babies out.
Yeah, need a good chop.
Well, they didn't get through us, but no, I love a karate chop. So, and I've been doing them on the little kidney
bolsters.
Yeah, bolsters and kidney.
Or not the bolsters, the lumbar. Yeah,
lumbar, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, we all know.
I love that.
And then the little ones, I do it. Yeah.
I love it. Good job.
There's the vendor shout out for
So
Daniel.
Contact Daniel, Coastal Real Estate Media, for all your photography
and
needs.
And he watches our podcast too.
Does he?
Yeah, he messaged me. He's like, oh my God, are you drinking an old fashioned? I think that was him or somebody else. But like, I know that he has like, oh no, he commented. He's like, oh, my two favorite people.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
he does. He does.
Yeah. So, okay. Question from the audience.
Let's see what they've got today.
How do I design around kids and or pets? Well, that would not be a client for Jonathan who doesn't like kids, although you will be a funkle gunkle.
So I don't just, I will be a fagunkle soon. This one is going to be a little tough for me, so I'm going to need you to weigh in here because you have kids and there's probably some things that I haven't thought about, but I'm going to, you start.
Okay.
You start because I have like a couple, but they're like, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I do ask the client, do you have kids or pets? And so I like the brand Floor Squares, which are 24 by 24 square tiles, really cool patterns.
Right.
And I'm like, if you have pets specifically, not so much kids.
Right.
But pets that will, throw up.
Do their stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Which that could be a kid too.
Yeah.
Or a plumber. No, a millworker.
A millworker. From last episode. Oh no.
But
the rogue millworker.
So I like those because you can pop one tile out and pop a new one in, and then you have your huge 12 by 15 area rug, and it's just like interchangeable.
Okay.
You'll have to look up that brand. You're looking at me perplexed. Yeah, it's good. They have really, really fun patterns. Otherwise, Ruggable.
Ruggable's a good one.
Yep. Okay. Or I just tell the client, I swear by the Scotch Guard. Scotch Guard, everything.
I think
it's such a great fabric protector.
It is, and it's readily available. You bet at Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever. And it's just added protection. Aside from like all the things that are, because a lot of the fabrics that we picked out, are performance grade.
Yeah, performance fabrics.
Just, you got to be careful.
They're stain resistant anyway.
Yeah, just be careful when you're picking your fabrics, like around kids, like polypropylene, like nylons,
Yeah, you wouldn't want to
polyester.
do wool.
You wouldn't want to do wool has some
Wool
good
in a rug.
and well,
though?
it's not. It does. It is cleanable, but like I don't want like I would never do like a natural rug like a jute or like a sisal
right.
with if you're worried about kids and dogs.
Insane.
Like
It's very
I'm
true.
just not. But hide rugs,
Yeah,
very good
hide
for
That's
like
true.
stain resistant stuff. But keeping in mind of just the
even
fabric
like,
choices.
Yeah,
and,
fabrics, and then even like glass or like hard edges. You know, how old your kid? Are they toddlers? She or he toddlers running around?
rounding your edges on the glass because
or don't do glass at all.
or don't
maybe
because that would be bad too.
Some of that.
And
is
if you're
OCD.
doing glass, like do make sure it's tempered because a lot of these people will not include that because it's an upcharge, and then when it breaks in 10 million pieces.
Yeah.
So at least that's a little added protection.
True. Yeah.
But
yeah, there are. You do have to ask the questions.
I was on Instagram scrolling, and there's like there's a woman, I forget her name, but she strictly just does nurseries and kids rooms.
Oh wow, that's her niche.
So it's a niche.
That is cool.
One that I am not. I don't say I'm a part of. I don't claim to be an expert.
You do not want to go down that road.
I'm just like, but it looks beautiful.
Right. Yes. I mean, obviously I did Mackenzie's nursery and my Montana clients and the little baby girl. So I'm doing her nursery and, but yeah, that is definitely a niche.
Yeah, it is. And good for them because that is some next level stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we do a little send off?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, we went over a lot. This is a long episode.
Wendy.
Jonathan.
May your clients have vision and your budgets have commas.
Oh, I love that one. Cheers.
Cheers to that. And we'll see you guys on episode 7.